Given for x lies between 0 and pi by 2 in the interval of 0 to pi by 2, we need to arrange the order of the functions tan x, x and sin x. So let us consider y is equal to tan x, y is equal to x and y is equal to sin x. Let us solve this by just graphically. Let's take the graph. In the interval 0 to pi by 2 on the domain, and tan x graph we can say tan pi by 4 is 1 and tan pi by 2 is not defined. We can see the graph. This is how the graph goes. Tan in 0 to pi by 2. This is y is equal to tan x and y is equal to x is a straight line which makes 45 degrees. Say this is y is equal to x. And now sin x graph, we can check the graph of sin x. Sin 0 0, sin pi by 4 is 1 upon root 2. 1 upon root 2 is some decimal value and sin pi by 2 value is 1. So we can see that the graph, so this is the graph of sin x in 0 to pi by 2, and clearly from graph we can say tan x is greater than x, x is greater than sin x, or we can say sin x is smaller than x and x is smaller than tan x. So by graph we can say x is small, sin x is smaller than x is less than tan x, so which is none of this. We can go with an option D. Or in case by using the differentiation, we can solve by considering two functions. Let f of x is equal to let f of x is equal to tan x minus x. So on differentiating, f dash of x is equal to secant square x minus 1, and we know that secant square x is always greater than 1. So secant square x minus 1 is always greater than or equals to 0. So which implies that since the function f dash is derivative, so f is increasing, so tan x minus x is greater than 0. So we can say tan x is greater than x. And also now let us consider another function. Let g of x is equal to x minus sin x. So differentiating, g dash of x is equal to 1 minus cos x, and 1 minus cos x is always greater than 0. So which implies that 1 minus cos x is greater than 0, which implies g is increasing function. G is increasing function, so which implies that x minus sin x is positive, that is x is greater than sin x. So tan x is greater than x and x is greater than sin x from 1 and 2. From 1 and 2 we can write tan x is greater than x and x is greater than sin x, or sin x is smaller than x and x is smaller than tan x. So there is no option among A, B, C. So option D, none of this.